Introduce us and yeah. Hey there, everybody. Melissa
Okay.
and Sadie
And so
here.
you'll just have to tell me who's in the chat.
What's that? You what? Oh, you can't see
I
the
said
chat.
you'll just have to tell me who's in the chat.
J Dubs is here. Well, she's not here right now. I don't know if anybody's here right now, but Jean W is in the building. She's in the chat saying awesome.
Okay. Hi, Jean.
And I will let you know. Yeah, that's kind of sucks that you can't see the chat, but we're gonna figure out. We're gonna fine tune this experience for sure.
Yes.
And hey, everybody, my name is Melissa. I'm going to be, we are not going to be tarot card readers. Hey, J Dubs, she is officially here now. We are not going to be doing tarot today. We're just going to be discussing some topics. One of which, well, first of all, my name is Melissa, and this is Sadie. Sadie from Yin Reiki Light, Be the Light. It's a channel here on YouTube. You can check her out. Usually you can find her. I still haven't figured out how to do a featured channel so I can feature you on my channel. But I know it's somewhere in like the YouTube.
It's okay.
So I'll do that so that I can, not have people trying to find you. But so we are going to discuss. We're not going to do tarot, but I am going to shuffle most of the time probably. But we're going to discuss toxicity or toxic people or people who throw shade, why they throw shade, and how we can protect our own peace. Likely, many of us have also thrown a little shade. I'm sure I have. I know I've been a toxic person without knowing it most of my life due to trauma and things like that. So we aren't here to really bash anybody so much as, hi, Katie. Katie, and hi, Violet. Ooh, I can't see.
Hi, Katie.
Let me just.
Hi, Violet Crow.
Oh, you know, okay. You know who they are. I'm like, oh, my eyes are done for. I can't see the chat that far away. So we're not here really to bash on those who are throwing.
Hi, you guys. I can't see the chat.
So much as to really talk about how we can protect our own peace and not become really to not absorb the vibration, and how we can protect ourselves from that kind of. We can't stop people from being toxic with us or from trying to sabotage us, but what we can do is stop ourselves from allowing it. And really what that means for me, and we'll talk about this is where we're going to discuss what that means for me. And I've been going back and forth on this for many years because you don't want to just stand there defenseless when somebody is attacking you, whether it be to your face, behind your back. Or do you? Because I'm coming to this point where I recognize the, as I'm having a situation occur at this moment where somebody is trying to sabotage me in my workplace. The less I respond, the more this person looks, kind of outs themselves, their toxicity. It's like the divine is doing their work. I don't have to do anything or fight back.
That's true.
Yeah. So because the person that is in the wrong will out themselves. Okay. They'll expose themselves. So yeah, you go ahead, Sadie, what your feelings on this topic are. What do you think? Who we got here? Uh-oh. Agnes here, by the way, Sadie. You guys, Sadie's getting a phone call, I think. And this may happen throughout the session, or she might be out of service for a second. She is on her mobile device. So please bear with us. This is our first time doing a collaboration, both of us.
Gotta bear with me. I've been having a lot of technical issues. Apologize.
No worries. We are just kicking it.
Melissa, can you see me?
I can see you. I've put you back in. You must have got knocked out of the stream somehow. So we got you back in business. And okay. So yes, I don't think you were there when I said Agni is in the house. That's from your channel, I think.
Yes, right?
Hi. Okay, guys, so we may not be on long, which we weren't really planning on being on long anyways to discuss this topic. We just wanted to try going live together, to be honest with you, and we just came up with a random topic since I had posted a the title of this reading or whatever this is, I had posted a meme. See you later, Sadie. Oh my God, you guys. This might not work out tonight, but we really wanted to experiment with going live together because we do share the same views, and we may share different views on some topics that we'd also love. Whoop, there she is.
Slowly coming back. Yeah, so I'm dealing with this now. I'm having a lot of negativity and just stuff thrown at me. And I think, like you said, Melissa, the most important thing is when you have a reaction, that's what they want.
Exactly.
It's like you at your job. The more that she's acting up, people are going to see that, wow, she's the issue.
That's exactly right. And the other part of this is that I've been attacked in my in previous years or previous, even here on my channel, where people are throwing shade. And and when I do react, I become the bad guy. There's no way of it. My reaction, I promise, my toxicity is way more toxic if I allow myself to become that way. And so that is the other part of it, is that you are the bad guy now, no matter how good of a person you are, no matter how good your intentions were that day. If you become the devil, you are the devil. I don't care. If you become them, you are them. And that has taken me way too many years to finally grasp that reality. So yes, when we are allowing our triggers or our, or it's our emotions or whatever it is, to take over, we really put ourselves in a vulnerable position to become the bad guy in the situation. So really important when it comes to something that you can't stop them from doing what they're doing. You don't want to, and this is, I'm going to talk about too, if anybody is a YouTuber, has a channel, and feels like they've been hacked on their devices or whatever it is. And it's driving you mad, because I've had people comment in my comment sections, they got my phones hacked, and me too. They got all my shit hacked too, whoever they are, right? Yeah. Toxic people who have no lives, and these people want a reaction out of you. So what I'm going to tell you is, get to a place where you don't give a fuck what anybody thinks of you. This is a mandatory place to be if you you're going to protect your peace from toxic people. If they have, because they may expose something about you that you're embarrassed about. That's why you need to come to a place. This is why healing is mandatory. Healing our shame, most importantly, because if they have anything that they could say to make you feel embarrassed or ashamed of yourself, they have power over you. So there's a strong need for us to come to a place where hey, Betsy's here. Where we don't.
Hey, Betsy, how are you?
Where we don't care what people think of us. And I know that's easier said than done. And there's a lot of. Yep, you go ahead.
You're so true, though. I mean, I had an issue where the last person I dated slut shamed me and sent a bunch of people pictures of me.
Oh my God. Really?
And I'm now at a place where, like, at the time I was extremely embarrassed, and now it's just like, what a jerk to do that. So again, you just have to just love yourself and just be comfortable in your skin, so comfortable in your skin that you're unfuckwithable,
Unfuckwithable, absolutely. And that is the exact, again, I've gotten mixed reviews on the internet about, it's okay to care what people think. It is if you want people to have power over you. In a general sense, the people who mind don't matter.
Yeah.
Who matter don't mind. And there is a strong need for you to get to a place where people could spread anything. I was telling Sadie, I don't give a shit if they have footage of me picking my nose or wiping my ass. I'm sorry for those of you who are from Sadie's channel. I say really weird and things. But if somebody has footage of me doing those things, I really don't care. Like, we got to get to this place where it's like, who matters in my life? Nobody out there does. I mean, of course, we care about people, right? And I care, about those who are viewers, things like that. But people that are sitting there spreading gossip or spreading embarrassing information about others or things like, these are not people you want in your life. They're not people you give a fuck about, and their very existence is embarrassing. So whatever they're spreading about you can't be embarrassing, right? It's like, it's embarrassing to just be alive for them. When they're doing, adult human beings are doing these kinds of things. Again, I've seen a lot
horrible
of
things.
They're mocking other human beings, where they're making fun of, like, this is embarrassing behavior at an adult age, right? So we cannot allow that to, whatever they say or do, whatever about us, to be embarrassing for us. Again, if we get to a place where we're unfuckwithable, meaning that it really is nobody, even if they see this, whatever, or hear this about you, anybody who matters won't mind. They literally, they'll know you better.
Exactly.
Yep. And anybody else who feeds into that catty, shameful behavior is not anybody you want in your life anyway. So hopefully they do get scared away from whatever, rumors have been spread or whatever.
So true. I mean, I learned the hard way, but it's very, very true. And going back to what you were saying earlier is when you react. So I just had this issue at my last job where someone actually threw something at me because they were pissed off. And I'm like, this is unacceptable. It's unprofessional. Like, we're all adults here. Like, nobody should get so upset that they're throwing items at another person. Like, I feel physically threatened. And I said something about it. And then I was gaslighted, like, oh, well, maybe you took it at you're overreacting. It just was such a bad scene that I was just like, this is not the environment for me. So that's another way of protecting your peace too, is like, if you are seriously in situations where people are like trying to physically harm you because they're narcissistic and they just can't deal with their own stuff. And listen, we all have our own stuff, but it is not an excuse to be abusive towards anyone or
That's
to
right.
accept that abuse,
That's right.
And, you never have to put up with that and
That's
never feel like you have to put up with that for a job, for a relationship, for any reason. Like, when you allow dishonoring treatment, you're basically telling the universe, like, I'm not worth being respected. And that's
right.
what you're going to receive,
Absolutely. Until you heal whatever makes you feel that was okay of behavior. But
exactly.
The other thing, unfortunately, is there's this stigma or this thing around light workers or positive people where we can't talk about or be honest or say the truth about somebody who has done something abusive to us, or we're being negative. And it's like, no, baby, it ain't negative to talk about the truth. It's never going to be negative. I'm not focusing on it, but talking about it has to be okay. Period. Or that's why people have gotten away with this kind of behavior for so long. And it's, obviously it's coming out of the woodwork these days where that's no longer acceptable. But again, our reaction is our power. And if we can just get to a place where we don't react, I'm a very reactive being. I've always been a very reactive being. So if I can stop.
We're Cancers. I mean, we're very emotional.
Exactly. If I can hold fast and stop and breathe and think about this whole scenario before I react, I know every single one of you can. And you'll feel the power that you would have given away when you reacted. You will feel that fuel in your soul, in your core energy. When you do stop and walk away, you will feel that, like, all of a sudden a new confidence, a new power about you that you would have given away to them had you reacted.
And walking away is such a powerful thing. Like, the ability to just look someone dead in the eyes and just turn the other direction.
Oh, it's so good.
Like you said, it's so powerful. It's such a powerful thing.
It's so powerful. I've watched it fuel the flame inside the person who did come at me. I've watched it fuel their anger to the point where I'm like, whoo, I would have reacted and then she would have had the upper hand here in any other time in my life. So taking that upper hand back is so important, and it is absolutely mandatory that we walk away and don't react. And that doesn't mean don't defend ourselves, because what maybe needs to happen in a workplace situation is you walk away, take some time to breathe and talk to a manager about it. But we're not going to react to this person and give them what they want from us, especially when what they want from us is to be gone because they hate us, because they're jealous of us. There's jealousy is a very filthy disease.
It is.
So it's very
mental illness. We were talking about this earlier.
It is a strong mental illness. It's one of the few mental illnesses that I believe in. And it's also not diagnosed as a mental illness, unfortunately. But
that's the problem.
Yeah. And what people will do with jealousy, I'm not going to say that we wouldn't admire things of others, okay? Because that's okay. And I'm not talking about envy either. I think envy and jealousy are ugly, and they're the things people do in those energies. Again, I've seen people trying to, what's the right word? Justify those behaviors here on. We're all acceptable just the way we are. That isn't just the way we are. Naturally, none of us are jealous human beings. That it comes from a damage that needs to be healed. And it is our responsibility to heal our own damage. Please understand me that I've been through a lot, and I've had a lot of damage. I'm not going to say I'm healed, because I don't think we ever are, but I have finally taken stock of what, where I was causing my own misery, where I was treating people, maybe they deserved it, maybe they didn't, but where I was putting out this energy that I didn't want in return. So it is very important that we're putting out the energy in every situation that we would like in return, even in a situation where we've been verbally or physically attacked. Walking away, I don't know if I got physically attacked. I'm just going to say, if somebody threw some shit at me, I don't know that I would be so big. Okay. I don't know. I have not had that occur
I
yet.
was calm, but then I literally went to my manager. Yeah.
Good for you. I'm
But
afraid
the manager's reaction was disappointing.
yeah, that is disappointing. And again, sometimes God is moving shit around that we don't really know about yet. So there is this strong, me and Sadie have been talking about this reality in life too. In a situation like this, there, no matter how bad it looks right now, I promise you that it is all working out in your favor. It's being orchestrated, right? No matter how ugly it feels, no matter how oppressed it kind of makes you feel like you can't do anything about it. But if God is moving you from your current situation for any reason or any way, he's doing it for a reason. And I promise you it's always God, okay? As long as you're doing the next right thing and doing the work you need to do on yourself, those movements that might feel like you're losing things or things are being destroyed or destructed, God is making a way for you. And it doesn't always feel good originally. But especially if you're in a toxic situation where all the motherfuckers are toxic and kind of jumping on you or whatever, attacking you, sabotaging you, things like that. Yeah, God does not want you there. No matter how good the money is, no matter how. So God is moving things around for you. If it is time to just go, respect yourself and walk away, whatever it is you need to do for yourself. Hi, Annie. Annie is in the house.
Hi, Annie. I can't see the chat, so I'm just saying hi to everybody.
Yes, absolutely. What we give is what we need, and sometimes we do not see it. And I don't know what else. Hold on. I'm not Willy Wonka. If they don't know, they better not ask. Or if they don't want to know, they better not ask.
I like that too.
That is. Was that Betsy? Yes. I love you, Betsy.
That's funny. Yeah, Betsy, that's hilarious.
So yeah, guys, we are open to we are going to hopefully be doing this more often. I got this little setup now so that we can go live together kind of whenever we would like, maybe once a week, maybe once a month. I don't know yet. We'll decide. But we both kind of thought it's more fun to have somebody to chat with, right? And a lot of times we chat with the tarot cards, but channeling is fun to do without the cards. I think it's easier to do with another person, at least.
Yes.
So we are open to ideas. If you guys have any ideas of things that you would like us to discuss on a little, like whatever this is, podcast kind of setting, do leave that in the chat below or in the
yes, please,
comment section. I mean below, because there's 11 people. I don't know if you can see that, Sadie. Can you see that? Can you see anything?
No, I can't see the chat. No, okay. I just see you beautiful Melissa.
All eyes on me. All Sadie's eyes. So we are, if there's anything you want to add to it, there's 12 now, J-Dubs.
I just
confirm.
I think what you said though about taking a moment is important. So that's what helps you to not react right away, is when you can just like take a breath. Like if you feel that you're being triggered and you feel that you're angry, the best way to protect your peace is to take a breath. Yeah. Like go to the bathroom. If it's at work, excuse yourself to the bathroom. Go outside to your car. Whatever you need to do to like not, because you know, if you're in that space, that moment of I'm gonna blow, you know, right. We all have that moment, but like to like see that moment, be aware of that moment, and just take a breath. Yes. It does so much good for you to protect your peace, to protect your energy.
Yep. And there's a strong need to let go of the need to look like you won in a situation, because that's the other part. What always got me was, okay, because I felt like I always had a real good comeback to some toxic shit that somebody would say. But they were great. They were very toxic.
Yeah.
And they were painful, stinging, comebacks. But it really put me in, me down into the lower vibration and made me the bad guy again. Like I said, maybe you won the fight, but you didn't win in life. I promise you that. And you will go down lower to that vibration. And I can't remember what I was going to say to that, because it was, but that's what it is. You just have to take a minute to step back and breathe. And again, if I can do it, I promise you that any human being can do it. And I promise you that there's never going to be a scenario where you come back so good you look like the winner or the tough guy. You're always just going to look like the more toxic one of the two, period. I don't, even if it is just you were attacked and you're defending yourself, right? If you come back with toxicity, you're going to look like the toxic one. It's always the way it's going to work, and especially for light workers. Big 1111 is in the house.
Hi, Big 1111.
Oh, you guys. So yeah, basically we just want you guys to know, because because a lot of light workers or a lot of energy readers, people that can feel the world around them and not just see it, are very sensitive and very vulnerable to the toxic energies that are being thrown our way.
Yes.
So before we are even attacked verbally, a lot of times we know we can feel the attack coming, right?
We can feel the
We're
energy.
already on
Yes.
edge. Yep. And if we haven't healed from the trauma that any light worker has absolutely been through, any empath has definitely been through traumatic events in their childhood that caused some, that ability to trigger us. Really, I think if I see anybody getting triggered, I'm like, ooh, I always wonder what happened to them, even where I've watched people like post videos of a lady screaming like a child in an airport. And now these are the toxic people that I'm talking about. Don't let them attack you, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason you shouldn't react, because these people are in such pain. They can't even tell what they're saying or doing. It's like they are literally checked out in a minute. Same thing if we react. I feel like every time I've reacted, I'm like, what did I say? Right? I knew in the moment, like, I don't remember what the hell I said, but I'm sure it was the worst thing you could come up with, for sure. So yeah, always take that minute to yourself.
Yeah.
Hi, Nancy. Nancy's here.
Hi, Nancy. Great to see you, Nancy.
And
it's like what you said though too, Melissa. It's important though to acknowledge it. Like, you don't have to acknowledge it to the person, but you can acknowledge toxic behavior. Like, if you're a light worker, if you're an empath, you're not serving yourself or anybody else by allowing abuse and calling it something else. Like, call an orange an orange.
That's right.
Call a peach a peach. Like, one of the most important lessons I've learned on my spiritual journey is that God, spirit, whatever you call it, God is truth. Like, whatever you need the truth about something, you'll get the truth about it. And it's not, it's done in a loving way, but it's not wrapped in like BS. Like, the devil is a liar. You know what I mean? Like, that energy of negativity is lies and deception. But God and spirit and your angels and your guides, that's 100% truth. Even the truths you don't want to hear, even the things that are hard to like actually face, but it's truth, but it's love. It's truth that is unconditional love,
Yep, absolutely. No, I've been dealing with that a lot lately, where God kind of shows me where I'm a little fucked up, where I've still got some work to do. And
we all are.
No, we all do, for sure. But taking those moments and not getting defensive about them, and really taking time to like, we gotta look deeper into this, heal this, whatever it is, acknowledge it. Never, sweep anything under the rug. And even in these situations where you didn't react, but there is a strong need for us to handle the situation appropriately and handle the situation, not just forget about it, not try to, maybe it won't happen again, So there is a strong need for us to honor ourselves in every single way. One, by not reacting. Two, by doing something about the situation. Three, by not spending every ounce of your energy trying to control the situation. Do what you need to do and let God take care of the rest, right? If you don't say something, nobody knows about it. So there's a strong need to say something, but then let it go to the divine. And that's a really strong thing for me too, is that when we start to feel attacked or oppressed, or then we start feeling the need to control everything and everyone around us, because we feel attacked, we feel like held down, we feel imprisoned, right? Free the people. Hello, Free the People is here. Hi, Carla. Hello, Free the People.
Hi, Free the People.
So funny.
Hi,
Carla. So yeah, you guys.
But it's important.
Yep. Yes, honoring yourself and doing that with a little class. Of course, again, I'm not going to, we're not. Oh, that's cute. Was that a bird or what was that?
It was a bird, yeah. Okay. There's always birds over here.
That bird was like, hell yeah, whatever.
The bird concurs. Yes, exactly. It's so funny.
Oh my God, your people are so cute. You see, I'm just gonna say this, guys. But you can see now, Sadie, there are 12 people in here, and they're all from your channel, and we're on my channel. Okay, something ain't right with this algorithm, am I right? my own 7,000 subscribers.
Oh, I know.
W
That's the problem. The
and Carla are
YouTube
here.
algorithm, yes, is
I don't think it's algorithm
so
at
wrong.
all.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, I'm not really. Yes, birdie confirmation.
And I can't see you guys, but I love you guys.
I was like, is that my desk squeaking?
But I think no, it's the birds. It's the birds flying. I think too, what you said about protecting your peace is so important. Like, you have to know what your boundaries are, what your personal limits are, what your personal boundary is, and what you will and will not accept in any situation.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And that,
I think a lot of us have accepted too much for too long because we felt we had to.
yes,
or we were called too sensitive
yes,
for not accepting it before. And maybe we reacted, kind of harshly or something like that because we didn't really have the coping mechanisms. A lot of us weren't taught, just in general, all human beings haven't really been taught healthy ways to cope with things in the real world.
yes.
At school, where where our children are forced to go, they do not teach them how to cope and how to deal with real life and real world situations. Sabotage, haters, things like that you're going to actually deal with in real life. So they kind of keep our heads filled with all these very, I would say, irrelevant topics, so that we really we don't learn any skills on coping and things like that. Of course, I think healthy families do a good job of teaching their children how to cope with things. But if you did grow up without that, and even in that case, I've seen really people that haven't had to deal with a lot of trauma that still don't have the best coping mechanisms and things like that. Meditation.
That's true too.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep looking at the chat and it's still the
no, it's okay.
And you go ahead.
Does anybody in the chat have any questions? Did you guys have any questions about anything that you guys are currently dealing with, or anything that you wanted to ask me or Melissa about dealing with toxicity and protecting your peace?
Obviously, nothing yet, but I'll just fill in the gaps here. Obviously, another thing that you can do is meditate and do some some energetic protection things. Take those measures as well.
Yes.
Annie says about protecting our peace. Sometimes it is hard, the balance between intuition and actions showing the opposite. It is like faith, just believe. Faith is just as the most important thing is that that whatever, if you can hold off and let God take the wheel in these situations, it's really he is working in your favor for sure. Go ahead, Sadie.
Yes, always. No, always. And you can always pray and ask for guidance and help too. I mean, I've been in really bad situations before where I prayed and I blessed everybody instead of holding on to the anger. And because being in a toxic situation too, one of the things is like you can get upset and it festers, which you're holding on to that energy, that negative energy, and then you're sort of creating more of it. And so if you feel like you're in that space, like, it's really important to just forgive, bless everybody, bless the situation, because I've had turnarounds in situations as well because I did that.
That's right. And again, you never know what's really working and why it's happening. And you will always usually get to see the kind of like the reason why and what you learned from the lesson in it afterwards. And sometimes in the middle of it, you can as well. I have something, and then sometimes all we can have is faith, you guys. You guys, I'm having a hard time with like a bunch of information keeps coming through and then I keep losing it and I don't know why that's happening. So but there was a bunch of things I wanted to say right there with you and I just don't know what it was. So I'm just gonna let it go for now. And then I don't see any other questions. Okay, guys. So we got 13 people in the house. That's a big one.
Hi, everybody.
And so, ultimately, as long as you're working on your own inner peace, you really do become F with the bull. Okay. And if things are triggering you to the point of fuming,
Yes.
Even I'm talking about this lady, it's really annoying what this lady is doing or has done. And it's affecting my income and things like that. But I'm just going, well, God must have a plan. There has to be a plan here. There's nothing. God really wants us to surrender and will make us surrender in this way. Like, just please trust that
yes.
trust the process is what, the real idea of this all is. And again, sometimes we're just kind of being tested on where we really are in our ascension, because sometimes I'm talking about myself here. We think we're much further along than we are. And I'm like, holy shit, I had no idea because I hadn't been fucked with in a while. Right. So when life is easy and we're kind of tiptoeing around, and it's like, it's so easy to feel like we're further along than we are. And so sometimes God will bring us down to reality about where we really are at on our journey, our ascension journey and things like that. So I've just recently been like, okay, I get it. It's me. Okay. Or when it's not, I'm just taking those actions in honoring myself and whatever it is. It's not easy to do. And like Sadie said, when she did honor herself, she got nowhere with that person. And then it's like, then God,
I got gaslit.
Exactly.
And then it was like,
your
okay,
boss
it's
is
time to
gaslighting
go.
you. It might be time to go. And I promise you, when you take action for the betterment of your life, God will provide you with a better position or a better job or a better opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Much better. It's been much better. Everything has been better since I made that decision to leave. But it was a hard decision because you have loyalty and there's things I loved about the job and there's people that I loved working with. And so it was a very challenging decision to make. But literally the day that I made the choice I just felt such peace. And then everything's been so good at my new position. I'm just so glad that I actually made the choice, because now people that I worked with that didn't have issues are now starting to have issues. They've contacted me and it's like, man, I don't miss that stress. I don't miss being in that environment at all.
Absolutely. And Annie says, I did a question. Can you please go back, Melissa? Okay, Annie. It was about protecting our peace.
Sorry.
No, we answered it, I thought, but maybe we didn't. So hold on. Go ahead.
No, I think she was asking when the intuition and the action are different. Is that?
Oh, got it. See,
something about the.
Yeah, good call there. I didn't catch that. So it says balance between intuition and actions showing the opposite. So yeah, you're right. So it says it is like faith, just believe. So I didn't really think there was a question. Sometimes it is hard to balance between it. So what is the question?
So are you wanting to know, Annie?
Hold on. I'm going to read the question all together for you. About protecting our peace, sometimes it is hard, the balance between intuition and action showing the opposite. It is like faith, just believe. It felt more like a statement to me. Kind of just confirming that. So let me go see back in there might be further.
Okay. But Annie, I would just say, always trust your gut. Like, always trust what you're. Okay.
I got it. I found it. It was way before that. I think it was before you.
Okay.
So it says, are synchronicities real? The answer is yes. Today,
yes. Absolutely.
Today, well, the answer is yes. You already answered it.
Yeah.
You're so funny, Annie. But it says the answer is yes. Today, I was offered a medal from Egypt with my person name. Congratulations.
Yeah. Yes, synchronicities. Yes. Congratulations, Annie. But yes, synchronicities are 100% real. 100% real.
Oh, got it. I get it, what you're saying. So yeah, she got a medal that happened to have her person's name on it. And is that God trying to say that that's her person? Well, God is certainly trying to say, I believe in synchronicities. Absolutely. The divine is always trying to communicate with us, and there's definitely something being communicated with you about that person. Of course, only you'll know what that is. Sometimes it's that there still needs to be something healed there if we're trying to like let go, or if we think we have let go but we really have not yet. And sometimes it is divine confirming that that's our person for us. Of course, I don't think we really get to know that. I don't think they try to tell us that it is until it's time for it to be. I don't know though, because I've thought people were my person and then been very like, because I've never felt anything stronger, and then been like, oh, that can't be my person. God is really wanting us to in every area, like I was talking about earlier, honor ourselves and not really accept. I don't know what, I don't think the divine necessarily, you answer that about, do you think that they're telling her maybe that that's her person? Oh, she asked me not to speak.
I would say if she's been asking questions, sorry, it's getting a little choppy, but I can hear you now. I would say if she's been asking, like, give me signs that this is my person, give me signs that things are moving together. If she's been asking for that, that could be a confirmation. I know somebody else who's in a similar situation and had a similar confirmation completely out of the blue. So, and she's been actively asking, like, should I walk away from this or should I, be patient and wait? So it just depends on, Annie, where you are at with it. If you were praying and wanting more confirmation, that absolutely could be a confirmation. But like Melissa said, is like, in your heart and soul what you feel, and we can't tell you like what you feel. Like if you feel that's your person, everything's going to open up for you two to be together when it's divinely timed. Sometimes it is the person, it's just not the right timing. And we have to trust the process. Like Melissa said, we have to trust the timing because God's timing is always right. There's always things that we can't see with our human eyes, even if we're intuitive. There's things that we don't know that sometimes the delay is always in our favor.
Yeah,
but we don't know that at the time when we're having to wait.
Oftentimes it's just simply that we're not ready and that we would mishandle the situation if it came in now. So whatever, if you're not,
that's true too. Absolutely.
Yeah. If we haven't done the work, I'm sorry, I forgot. I will try to slow down. Annie asked me to slow down a little bit. I'm speaking. I do speak very quickly, and I am not working on that, but I will right now. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm sorry about that, but I will try to keep it a little slow right now. But yes, so we are kind of in, I do believe the divine is communicating something about your person to you with that synchronistic moment. But what they're trying to communicate to you is actually your task in life to kind of figure out what they're communicating to you with all of the different cues you're getting. What still needs to be healed and worked on within you and things like that. So, but yeah, we think it's at least some type. Okay, honey, I'm so sorry again about how quickly I speak. It's really hard for me to speak slowly, but I will definitely try to for now. Okay. I do everything that quickly. Guys, I'm just a quick person. I don't know why. You can see me driving. It's crazy. Oh, cute. Betsy talks fast. J-Dubs talks fast too.
But yes, Annie, it was a synchronicity specifically for you. Absolutely, Annie.
1,000,000%.
Absolutely was a synchronicity specifically for you.
Sometimes our synchronicities are also just there to get us to believe that miracles are possible, that there is some greater force working in our favor. That
yes.
So there's a lot to
be.
So yeah.
Well, to have faith in the process, knowing that, you're not alone. God's always watching out for you.
Yes. And in my
everything's process, always working out, even if you can't see it in the moment.
Absolutely. In this process, I've been going back and forth over the years of being on this channel is like, but is this part I'm supposed to take control of? Am I supposed to try really hard here? And the divine just keeps saying to me, If we want it to work, when we want it to work, how we want it to work, it will work. We will make it work. If it's not working right now, it's not supposed to be. And there's just like, if you can get to a vibration where you are so faithful, not any kind of detour or bump or hiccup in wrinkle in the road, whatever it is, can stop your vibration, you from vibrating high. That's where the divine is trying to get us all to, is that space where we are unfuckwithable, like we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
And that is for our own peace. That is for our own fulfillment in life. And the divine, when the divine is working on that with us, sometimes they'll throw terribly toxic situations our way to really get us, or embarrassing situations like what happened with your ex, embarrassing situations our way. So we really get to a point where we're like, well, I can't give a fuck anymore. Like, I can't care anymore. So we will get
okay.
whittled on down.
Yeah.
Okay, honey. Annie will send
Just
them.
making sure I can hear you because it's
Annie
kind
will-
of cutting out.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here, you guys. We will have another topic to discuss and if you guys have any ideas, you can definitely drop those in the comments, not in the chat. Well, you can if it's before we hang up, but in the comment section below, or on any of mine or Sadie's things, you can comment topics you would like us to discuss. Oh, good. Thanks, J-Dubs. And we would love to cover basically any topic. And just try to have a really good, just honest discussion about things. Of course, as this being our first time, I feel like we maybe didn't go into depth.
Okay. I think
I was saying, because this is our first time, we didn't really go into too much depth, although I think we covered the topic fine. I think that next time we'll have the experience behind us now, and we'll just kind of get better and better at working together. We usually work with cards or solo, but we love each other, and so this, I think, is and we love all of you, and I think this is a really great way to be able to see one or two, as many perspectives as we may have. My own perspective changes mid-conversation sometimes, like, woo, now I can see things clearly. So I think that's how life works too. And
yes, it's important. It's important to have discussions like this, just so we all know what works for us, what doesn't work for us. It's important for you guys in the chat, and I can't see you, but I love you guys, to just understand that your peace is so important. That is imperative to keeping your vibration. Yes, that is the high vibration. So whatever is disrupting your peace, whether it's toxic people, toxic situations, it has to go. We just got a good
example. We just got a good example of Sadie's psychic gifts because she can't see the chat. But J-Dubs had said maybe something about increasing our vibration. And then you kind of went into doing that. So yes, we would love to do a discussion on how to increase your vibration. And it's not like, it's not such a big deal. We go up and down in vibration constantly. And, there's probably no way to really, ultimately healing is going to be the most important thing. And like she said, that making sure you're protecting your peace, that means that anything causes kind of that feeling, that lower vibration feeling. So faith and faith, peace, love, these are all the highest vibrational feelings and energy.
Yes.
So anything that causes that kind of, or that tightening of your core, or that flinchy reflex, that is going to lower your vibration. So there's a strong need to make sure, like that one, I think it's like Japanese or something. It's called karaoke or something, like not singing. You hold on to it. If it causes nothing, if it causes anything but joy, toss it. But in your house, in your home, making sure that there's not a mess. If a mess bothers you, making sure that there's your energy is cleaned by making sure your space is cleaned. Those are ways to increase your vibration, and that means people, places, and things that would ever disrupt your peace. Okay.
Spending time in nature is imperative for keeping a high vibration too. You can't be stuck indoors all the time. We are electromagnetic beings, and so we need the air, we need the atmosphere, we need oxygen, we need the plants, we need to be we're of the earth, and so we need to spend time with the earth. And
it was all literally intended to coexist with us, and we were intended
yes.
to exist out in it. It was meant to feed our energy body and our physical body. So it's very important. You are right. One of the best ways to increase your vibration, obviously, is getting things out of your way that are causing you to have a low vibration, and then making sure you're spending as much time out in nature as you possibly can. If you can live out there, that's lovely. Violet Crow, thank you so much. Violet Crow says, thank you for taking the time with the live and the group chat. Thank you, Violet, for being here. Violet Crow.
Thank you, Violet. Great to see you, or great to hear you.
Oh, good for you. Dogs will also raise your vibration, Annie.
Yes. Pets are beautiful, divine guardians, beautiful animals. Yeah.
Animals in general absolutely will raise your vibration. So Annie said, I can run, or I run with the dogs. That's a huge way to increase your vibration.
Yeah. Exercise is great if you like exercise, like even just walking, just being outside and walking, or any type of exercise can help raise your vibration and keep your vibration high. It's not just for your physical health, it's for your mental and spiritual health too.
It cleans it all up. It's wild what it will do. Jean said she gardened this weekend.
I know.
And then she also said, I do want to add, when someone is coming after you, that I think it's important not to just quit when quitting will negatively affect you. Absolutely. That is running away from the situation. But when you have expressed something, what I would say is I would not spend all of your energy trying to correct them when you walk away. So if you have done what you can do that's within your own energetic ability, and nothing was getting done and it was causing more harm in your life than good, then it's time to go, because God will provide. But you're right. Do not just give up and walk away because you feel intimidated by people.
Yes.
Make sure you're walking away because you would rather not deal with, you don't want them in your life is why.
Yeah, I started applying for other positions after my situation. I didn't find anything for about 2 months, but what was funny was the job that I have now, I didn't apply for. They reached out to me because they saw my resume. So God will open the door.
Exactly. You didn't even have to knock on that one. They knocked on yours.
Exactly.
Betsy, I have a horrible habit of having cards in my hand, but we'll pull a card. One card for everyone, for the collective in the room here.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Well, if you're talking about some of these very serious, like exactly what our whole discussion has been about. We got the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Ooh. Extremely stressful energies, right? And it's really about moving away from, the 6 of Swords into the Lover's card, choosing with your heart, whatever your heart guides you to do. So J. Dubs said, if you really love your job and people are bullying you there, I'm getting whatever situation this is, you don't ever allow somebody bullying you to stop you from having something that you love.
Very true. Very true.
So always choose with your heart, and just know that if you do end up walking away with the 6 of Swords here from any situation, it just feels like it's confirming what she was literally just saying. If you do feel like walking away, there's always going to be a new opportunity available to you. God is always going to provide you with what you need, as long as you're doing what's best for you. Okay. So sometimes it's like, I can't seem to get a break here. Well, I'm going to use myself as an example. You keep going to get drunk and high because you're afraid to feel the feelings or the rejection of the world or whatever it is. So you're making these terrible decisions. Nothing is working out for you. And that's why, because I'm making bad choices. And I honestly can say, with a year of making good choices, and again, I never did any of the things I did wrong to do wrong. I did it because I was in pain, or I was afraid of life, or I was scared I wasn't good enough, or I was ashamed of myself. But those choices to not fight through those and heal those feelings inside of me, I made bad choices that brought bad outcomes for me. Okay. So it's important. I don't know where that came from, but it's important that if we're doing the next right thing and taking good care of for the betterment of our lives, God is always going to provide us with what we need, and truly, I think what we desire as well. I'm just listening to the birds. I love you guys so much. Let me see. That's right. Sorry.
It's okay.
information there. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. They
Yes, we
she
appreciate
appreciates us
you
both.
guys. Thank you so much.
I love you guys. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for being here. And thank you,
I
Sadie,
love you
for being
guys.
here.
Thank
I can see,
you.
like, is it getting dark there now all of a sudden? I want to go watch
It's
the
like
sunset here.
It's sunset. Yeah, it's getting sunset, but it's
Oh.
not dark yet.
Something
It's
so
just
more
cloudy.
vibrationally accurate about the sunset.
I know.
Sorry, but you were going to say something and I cut you off.
No. I just said it's cloudy. It's getting cloudy. That's why it's darker.
Oh, I think I just saw lightning. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, it's like over there on the other side of the lake. Yeah, it's getting
That's a great live. So thank you all. Oh wow. Agni, thank you for being here. Almost 1 a.m. there.
Oh my goodness, Agni.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you all so much, you guys. And yes, we will do this again. We will go over the topics that you guys did mention here, and we will kind of discuss where to go next with this. And most importantly, we just love you guys and want the best for you. And anything that we kind of come up with in our lives, we both happen to be experiencing something around this topic today.
It just was resonating. Yeah.
So I believe God will continue to provide us with topics in that way. And of course, anything you guys want specific our opinion on, of course, it's only our perspectives. We're not right about everything, but what is right for our lives, and hopefully we reach the people. God will make sure we reach the people who this will resonate for with their lives as well. Oh, well, sweet dreams, Annie, and thank you for being here.
Yes, have a beautiful night, Annie.
Have a beautiful night. See more psychic abilities. Okay. I love you so much, you guys. And we are going to get off now. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. I can't say thank you anymore. It's weird.
Bye, you guys. Love you. Have a beautiful evening.
Have a beautiful night, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bless you all.